Hello! I am Jamie Allen Bishop with Soul Heart Collaboration, Soul Heart Entertainment, and Jamie Allen Bishop LLC, Life Coaching. And I'm here to start the kickoff of a 3-day, well, 2.5 day, starting at 5 o'clock, just a few minutes from now. We're going to start doing the retreat, the Peaceful Prosperity Retreat. Say that 3 times fast. Hi, Miss Kellie. So glad you're here. Yay. And just so you know, we cannot see you unless you post a comment. So comments are kind of the living end of what this retreat is about. And so if you want to earn extra credits, if you want to join the bonus potential, put your name in the hat is what I suppose what it's called. Hey Cheryl, hey Robert, so glad you guys are here. So excited for this. Have lots and lots of announcements. And of course, they're on a different page. So I'm going to come over here and look at the announcements page so that I don't miss anything. I am making sure that my audio also, can you guys hear me okay? Everything's good with audio? Just making sure I'm using new equipment, which is, kind of the big no-no of doing an event. You're not supposed to start with new equipment because, things can go wrong, right? I'm just that completely convinced that everything is always working out for me. In fact, hi Erin, so glad you're here. Erin and I were just talking about that subject, weren't we, Erin? We were just talking about how when we stay in that frame of mind, that focused frame of mind where we're saying to ourselves that mantra, everything is always working out for me. Even when it feels like it's not true, it makes all the difference in the world. That's one of those mindset pieces that is, I know, starting with new equipment. Shame on me, right? That's like the biggest no-no in the whole wide world. But I have complete faith that everything is going to work out just perfectly, just fine. You know what? Even if it's not perfect, it's perfect because everything is always working out for me. Love it. All right. Okay. So announcements. Here we go. I have them in front of me. Okay. So if you are going to be able to join us live for all 10 speakers this weekend, kicking off at 5 o'clock, just in a few minutes, we are going to, I'm just watching the comments come across the screen, making sure I don't miss anything. And if you don't, okay, so here's a caveat about, in fact, this is probably part of the announcement thing. When we are live, I can see the comments of people that I am friends with. So if I am not friends with you, it is possible that I will not see your comments. So just keep that in mind. If I skip over you, comment again. If maybe tag somebody that I do know. So if I'm saying your name or if I'm not saying your name and you are commenting, that's probably part of the problem. Cindy Rose, so glad you're here. Yay. Okay. So everybody's showing up. This is fabulous. Yay. Fantastic. Okay. So announcement number 1, invite your friends. If you find that the content that we're offering is of value, invite your friends to join the group because we want to share this to as many people as is humanly possible because we want everybody to be prosperous, right? Okay, so that is announcement number 1. Lulu, awesome. So glad you're here. Yay. Okay, so forgive me if I'm not looking at the camera. I'm looking at the comments. All right, so so that's number 1, invite friends. If you are enjoying what you see here and experience, invite your friends. Next thing, reminder. So for those people who turn in the homework, and homework will be posted as soon as the presentations are done each day. So homework, let me caveat that. homework for today will be posted as soon as the presentations are done. That's partly so that we don't interrupt everybody with homework. It's kind of like how the teacher doesn't give you homework until the end of class. You might know it's coming, but you don't know exactly what it is. That's so you pay attention, right? So be present, be in the moment, allow your speakers to show you what their amazing knowledge is, and then I'll post the homework. Here's the thing about the homework. It's for fun. It's for it's for making sure that we're all following what the speaker wants you to learn. It's also so that you can start to notice some of the things that you're learning and implement them, okay? Here's the thing about that. Each day today you're going to hear from 2 speakers, but Saturday you'll hear from 4 speakers, and Sunday you'll hear from 4 speakers. That's a lot of information to process. So just know right up front, you do not have to process all of that information right away. Allow yourself to just let it sink in. If you are somebody who it takes a couple of days to process this stuff, all of the speakers' presentations will be available for you to watch until midnight the following night. So the speakers that are coming on tonight will be up until Saturday night at midnight, or just before midnight. Speakers that speak Sunday, I'll just say that, are going to be up until Monday at midnight, okay? So just know that you have a little bit of time to process the information for free. If for some reason you're somebody like me who takes more than 24 hours or so to process information, you're probably going to want to make a very small investment and get all 10 speakers for $97. Super quick, super easy. Everything that is presented this weekend will be available to you by recording. So just know that that is an option for you. We will drop those links in the comments as we go. And yeah, so there's lots and lots of things. Let me make sure that I didn't, I know what I was going to say about homework. It's for fun. So if you're not a homework person, don't worry about it. That said, I will say this. If you turn in homework, you kind of get your name thrown in for a prize or a bonus from one of our speakers. So just know that doing the homework helps you engage. It also helps you know what you've learned. That's kind of the biggest thing from my perspective. And it also, hey, Michelle, hey, Cindy Rose, Lulu, who else? Did I miss anybody? If I missed you, make a comment, because I can see you once you make a comment. And then, for the homework, if you turn it in, and turning it in means taking a photograph of it and posting it as if it's just a photo, that's absolutely fine. Maybe post some of the things that you're learning, some of the things that you are experiencing, some of the aha moments that you're having. In the homework, you'll see that it's guiding us on some level in some way. Hey, Melissa, so glad you're here. Yay. Fantastic. Okay, so at this point, we're just waiting for Natasha to come on and join us. If I assume, I'm just going to check my Zoom, make sure that she's not joining us through the Zoom link. She actually is. Hold that thought. This is really exciting, because if she's joining us through the Zoom link, that might mean that she has something beyond what I expected. Oh, this makes me happy. I love it when people step up to the plate in bigger and better ways than we expect them to. Don't you? Isn't it so fun? Hi. Okay, so here's what's going to happen. I am going to turn off the live that's actually in Facebook, and I will be joining you guys through a Zoom link that will come live to Facebook. So unless, Natasha, do you have, hold on, let's just double check. You guys might hear some feedback, so if you do, I apologize in advance. Natasha, can you hear me? Okay. If you have a PowerPoint presentation or some sort of presentation that isn't a manual piece where you're holding it up to the camera, do you want to jump on Facebook to the live so that we don't lose the people that are already here? Hold on, sweetheart, you're muted. Technical challenges. Don't you just love them? Mark, so glad you're here. Awesome. That's fantastic. Robert, drum roll, seriously, right? We're so excited to get started. Okay, so Erin asked, do folks get the homework from the speaker they want, if not all 10? You know what? Each homework piece is going to be up until the live goes dead. If that makes sense. That's probably not a good way to say it, but it works, right? You understand what I'm saying? That piece of paper will go up. And by the way, homework, like I said, it's not a necessary. It's purely so that you are enhanced by what you're learning and you are brought into what you're learning. You are going to stay on Zoom, yes? Come on over to Facebook, love. Okay, she's gonna come over to Facebook, and then the next presentation we'll do through the Zoom link, because the next presentation has a fantastic PowerPoint with it. You guys are gonna absolutely love it. That is by our own Mark Mongeau. So yeah, so we'll wait for Natasha to come on. But you know what? As we're waiting for Natasha to come on, what I am going to do is tell you guys a little bit about Natasha. Natasha, okay, so when it comes to sacred alchemy, and if you don't know what sacred alchemy is, don't worry about it. Natasha will tell you all about it. Oh, hi, Mama. That's my mom, Chris Allen. So glad you're here. Yay. Okay, so I am going to add Natasha. We'll do that. We'll approve that. And those of you who are going to be speaking tomorrow or another time, or maybe even later tonight, can see how this works if you're going live through the Facebook platform. Most of my speakers, you guys, are going to be coming live through the Zoom platform, so I'll kind of be their eyes and ears when it comes to comments that you guys are making and engagement and interaction and all that kind of good stuff. So it's all good. Yay! Hello, darling. Can we hear you? Talk, talk. Let's see. She's getting on. Okay, so Natasha, can I hear you?
Hello, hello. There we go. There it is. Okay, can you hear me? You can't hear me? Oh no, that's not good, because I'm talking.
Can I hear you? Can everybody hear?
I can hear you.
Okay, great. Great. Everybody
can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you now.
Okay. All right, good.
All right. So.
Okay, wonderful.
As long as I don't have any feedback. No feedback. Awesome. This is fantastic. Yay. I'm so excited to introduce Natasha Monique. Okay, so when it comes to sacred alchemy, Natasha Monique is the bomb. Okay, so I'm going to read this because it's brilliantly written.
Oh, and you're breaking up.
I am? I wonder if your connection, because you keep freezing for me. I don't know if you're freezing for everybody else. So I don't know if that, I'm pretty sure I have a pretty strong connection.
Yeah.
So I'm wondering if it's your connection. You can hear me? You can't?
It might be. I can now. Now I can.
Okay.
Let me.
Mic check, mic check.
Maybe move mine.
Thank you guys for hanging tight while we do the technical challenges and all that kind of good stuff. Okay, so Natasha is a beautiful and heart-centered high priestess, helping to dispel the negative connotations associated with witchcraft, you guys. Some people automatically go to that very dark space, and it's just not the case. So with a bachelor's degree in psychology from Rutgers University Honors College, her methodology is powerful and inspiring. If you are looking to embrace the magician within, Natasha Monique is a blessed being to help us on our path. So, without further ado, presenting the presentation on Balance to Prosper, I'm so honored to introduce Natasha Monique.
Thank you so much, Jamie. Thank you so much. That was such a fantastic introduction. Thank you so much. And yes, I am the High Priestess of the Sacred Alchemy Academy. And I want to start off by just saying thank you so much, Jamie, for hosting this event, for doing this. Like, I am so excited to be here, and I'm super excited to kick it off, because what we're going to be talking about is going to set a foundation for us to just succeed throughout this entire retreat. So I am so thankful that you allowed me to kick this off so we can all get in proper balance and be able to get the most out of every single presenter. So I'm extremely excited about this. So let me start by just a little bit about me. I have been practicing since I can remember. Like, I grew up with it, so it's normalized, very normalized for me to be a spiritual person, to practice things I didn't even know were considered witchcraft until later on in life. So I developed sacred alchemy to really modernize witchcraft, because it doesn't have to be this big hoopla extra, like you don't need like secret super special knowledge to be able to do this. Like, we all have this magic within us, we have this knowledge within us, we have this ability to create the type of life that we deserve and we want to live in. We can, like alchemists, change from one material to another. We can change ourselves. That's being a sacred alchemist. It's being able to change your own energy so that it is in more flow and in alignment with your heaven on earth, your utopia. What is your best life, the way in which you prosper? Because remember, success is not one thing. It varies for person to person. So when you learn how to tap into your sacred alchemy and to live a life of balance, you are just able to clearly identify what it is that brings you that joy, that success, gives you that prosperity, and then just keep on going with it and keep growing and thriving and surviving throughout it. So it really is a beautiful practice. And thank you everyone for being here. I appreciate all of you very much. Yay. So let's get started. Let's go right into it. So what does it mean, like, to balance to prosper? What do I mean by that? Like, the basic foundation for sacred alchemy. Thank you for the hearts. I always love hearts. I do appreciate feedback. If anyone has any questions, please pop them up. Please, I absolutely want to answer your questions and all that good stuff. So please don't be shy. Feel free to ask any questions you'd like. So let's start with
really quick, just so that everybody knows. I'm gonna pop off the screen, but it's still gonna have my background in place. So just know that I'm here on my computer, but I want you to have the floor when it comes to the all right. Okay. My kitty.
Yes, I love that. Perfect background. Perfection. I love it so much. Hi, kitty kitty. Okay, so what does it mean to use balance in prosperity? That's what we're going to talk about throughout this presentation today, which is actually the foundation for the art of sacred alchemy. What it is paying attention to these four main aspects of humanity. These four aspects are basically, think of them as our four building blocks. As we are setting a foundation for a home, you need those four sides, make that nice strong foundation. So that's our mind, body, our soul, and our spirit. When I speak about our soul, I'm talking about our emotional selves, and our spirit is our own spiritual selves, our higher selves. So remember, your higher self has been here before. Your higher self has done this, has walked this path, has lived a beautiful, prosperous existence. So your higher self knows how to do it. So why not tap into that knowledge that's already within us? Why not tap into your higher self and allow your higher self to really guide you throughout this process of being in balance, and then therefore tapping into that magician in you? So the very first aspect is the mind. We start with the mind because where the mind is, everything else is going to follow. And like, you're going to see me looking down because, of course, I have notes. I write everything down. Please feel free to do the same. So we're going to start with our mind. Our mind is our thoughts, basically. All right. It's our ideas, our beliefs. It's associated with the elements of air, and it's also associated with the swords in the tarot deck. I am also a tarot reader. I use tarot in every part of my practice. So we will be talking about tarot and doing a little balance reading at the end. So make sure you stay all the way through to get that balance reading. It will be for all of us collectively, just what we need to know to be in balance throughout this retreat so we get the most of all of this juicy goodness. So now back to the mind. Our mind gives us that ability to really transform. Once we have our mind set and we have that control over our mind, we can then put into place all the other aspects of our humanity, our body, our soul, and our spirit. It's like it's lining it up like dominoes. So with our mind, we can alter our state of consciousness. We can alter our state of being. We have that ability to control what we think about. And once you realize that, like everything that I'm going to talk about is like absolute pure common knowledge and absolute common sense. But when things are sometimes so simple and common, we just forget about it. We don't even think about it anymore. We absolutely completely forget about it. So that's why I'd like to just give us these reminders about how powerful our mind is. Your mind has the ability to shape all the other aspects of yourself. Think about the breath. This is how the mind and air connects. The breath is automatic. We don't have to think about breathing. We just do it. We can think about breathing just like our thoughts. Sometimes it feels like we're not even like thinking about, like we're not even aware or in control of what we're thinking about. It's like that monkey brain. It just goes. Our mind just goes and swirls and twirls. And we think that we have no control over it. But no, we actually do. Just like we can pay attention to the breath and control the breath, we can pay attention to our thoughts and control our thoughts. And that really is the first step in having that shift in your alchemy, that shift in your energy, is creating that mindset shift. So now the air within us also connects us to the air that's without, that's in the universe. That's our connection to the universe. That's how we become this walking embodiment of the element of air, is because it's in our lungs. It exists in our being and it comes out of our being. So we are one with the element of air. We have all of the elements exist inside of us. We are the ultimate element. All of that mixed together, all of those things alchemizing together within us, that's the reason why we are that fifth element of ether. That is our spiritual selves, our whole being, our whole existence, our aura, our energy, whatever you want to call it. It's all those elements being in combination. And once you're just aware of that, when you take note of it and like really focus on what you're thinking about, you're then able to control it and use your mind for your benefit. Instead of you being a slave to your mind, you are a master. Like I am the master of what I think about. So how do we balance? How do we balance our mind? There's several ways. Of course, my number one go-to with getting the brain on track is meditation. And a lot of people say, oh, I can't meditate. I can't meditate. I can't meditate. I can't meditate. I can't do it. Yeah, you can. You don't have to meditate for hours and hours and hours upon end. Like, that's not necessary. A quick 5-minute meditation is really all you need. We are going to do a meditation in just a little bit. Yes, we are. Of course we are. Because it's a practice. And once you do it a little bit, the more you do it, the more you are able to control your mind and be like, I really can control what I am thinking about. Another way in which to balance your mind, meditation, of course, is A1. I recommend everyone meditate for at least 5 minutes a day, just because it's just like, we've got to charge our phones, we charge our laptops. Meditating and clearing your mind is charging your brain. All that electricity going on in there needs to just rest for a second. And that's an excellent way to bring balance to your mental state. Also, anything that enables you to learn. The more things we learn, we get more little wrinkles in our brains. The more wrinkles we have, the better. learn something new, learn a language, learn an instrument, read something. Reading is an excellent way to get wrinkles in your brains. We're always learning new words and things when we read. Puzzles, any type of puzzles that you like, anything that stimulates your mind, playing chess, playing any type of games that are thought-provoking, just making sure you are paying attention to that aspect of yourself that needs that nurturance. It's like we're feeding it. Just like when you want your flowers to grow, you have to plant them. You maybe have to give them some flower food, whatever. You have to do the same thing with your mind. You have to give it those tools that it needs so that your mind can operate at its optimal capacity. Now, doing that, having that mindset, right, is like your first step in tapping into your own innate magic. Because when you do things, everything, your intention is so important. In every spell that I teach to cast, every spell that I cast for myself, it will not work without proper intention. And in order to have your intention be pure and that energy be focused, you have to be able to focus your thoughts and focus your mind and take heed to what you're thinking about and be able to think about just one thing at a time if need be. That when people say like multitasking, blah, 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 that used to be like the big thing. I'm a multitasker. We don't need to be multitasking. We need to pay attention to one task at a time. That's what we need to do. We need to focus on one thing at a time, get it done, and then we can move on to the next. And being able to control your mind better enables you to do that, which you actually turn out to be more productive. Instead of trying to do 3 things at once, just doing one thing laser focused at a time, you are more productive. And it's just eases your road to prosperity. You're able to really gain more out of your time, out of your day-to-day time when you focus on one task at a time. So now, through a balanced mind, we can cut away anything that does not serve us purpose. These are thoughts that we don't need. These are cords of attachments that we don't need. We can literally cut them away. That is that connection to the swords that we have in that tarot. That swift decisiveness, that action that we need to take, that swiftness. Once we have an idea, act on it. Ideas are worthless unless you act on them, unless you do something. What's the point? What is the absolute point of it? You can think about it all day, but then it connects to your actions. Once you have that controlled, disciplined, focused mind, which it's really not hard to get to that space in your mind. Trust and believe. I can be a lazy little something, and I like leisure, and I get out of balance sometimes because I'm spending too much time on my happy emotional self, just doing things I want to do and not focusing on the other aspects. So now the first thing I need to do when I need to get out of that state of unbalance is go to the mind, get my mind right, get my focus together, get my thoughts clear, and tackle one task at a time. So now let's do a little meditation to really clear our mind and focus in on the present moment. And I'm going to show you just how easy it is to just get your mind to that state of clarity, even if it's just for a minute. So allow yourself to get nice and comfortable. I'm going to take a sip of my water. And you can sit either with your feet flat on the floor. I'm sitting cross-legged, whatever is more comfortable for you. Let your hands just rest gently on your lap. And you can close your eyes if you'd like, or if it's more comfortable for you, just allow your gaze to be low and fixed on just a low point on the ground. Allow your spine to be erect but neutral. And we're going to start by taking 3 nice deep breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth. I want you to focus your attention on where you feel the breath in these deep breaths. last one, nice deep inhale. And a slow, steady exhale. Just allow your breath to be natural. And I want you to focus your attention on where you feel your breath the most in your body. Be that in your nostrils, the back of your throat, your chest, your abdomen. Just pinpoint that area and just envision a little pinprick of light right in that area. And with each natural inhale and exhale, I just want you to direct your breath, feeling it, focusing just on that point. And just allow your muscles to relax, let your bones be heavy. And let your thoughts just drift away like clouds. And just focus in on the present moment. The past is gone, it no longer exists. The future has not yet come, so it does not exist. So all that exists is the present moment. And that present moment exists in every single breath. And just focus your attention on your breath. If you find your mind start to wander, just without judgment, notice that you're thinking and let those thoughts just drift away like clouds. And let's take 3 nice deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth. Anchoring the breath deep down into the body. Feeling the breath nourish, cleanse, activate, and ignite. One more nice deep breath in through the nose, out through the mouth. And go ahead and wiggle your fingers and toes. Bring a little movement into your body and slowly open your eyes. And there we have it. And see, that was only a few minutes. Please do let me know how that felt for you. It's just a nice little relaxing meditation that I like to do, a little breathing exercise you can literally do anywhere. And it just helps bring your mind to clear. I know my mind feels nice and clear and calm, just a juicy little energy burst that is so very much needed. Thank you guys so much. I'm loving the hearts. I appreciate that. So balancing your mind really is as simple as doing something like that. Again, read a magazine, read a newspaper, read a book, read something, learn something new, but pay attention to your mind. Jot it down. Like I have a journal, and we'll talk more about the journal at towards the end of the presentation because that is my bit of homework. But just be aware of what you're doing to nurture your mind that day. I write that down at the end of every day. What did I do today to bring balance to my mind? And if it seems like the list is a little lacking, then I need to do something, do a quick meditation, something to get my mind right, to get it in balance, to make sure I've fed it, I've paid attention to it, I've nurtured it. Things grow and thrive when you pay attention to them, when you give them love. So when we're bringing balance to these aspects of our human selves, we're bringing love to ourselves. It's like the ultimate form of self-care is just every day feeding these little aspects. So Anyone have any questions about that? I know it's pretty straightforward. And yep, if you have questions as we're going, just pop them on up there. But we're going to go on and start talking about that next aspect of balance, our next little pillar that enables us to bridge together a foundation, have a nice, strong platform in which to have our sacred alchemy. What's up, Jamie?
Hey, I just wanted to read some of the, are you on Facebook anywhere? No.
I am, yep.
Okay, so you are seeing the comments?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, wonderful. Excellent. I know I didn't want to come out of it either, Joy. And I was working through it, so I wasn't even
I guess
paying
I'm not,
attention, but I was like,
well, no, I guess I'm not seeing the comments because comments stopped for me. I haven't seen any.
okay. So Joy said, thank you. I didn't want to come out of it.
Oh, yay.
And then what's the statement again?
That's okay. We're going to have a couple more.
Okay.
Yeah, we're going to have 3 more meditations because the meditations are the easiest way, like meditations, activations, to just jump right on in it and see how simple that is to balance our mind. And that's going to help us with our intentions, and our intentions are going to help us to grow. We have those strong intentions. Once your intention is set, solid, and strong, you can do anything. You can do anything. You can accomplish anything. So, yay.
So glad you're here, Joy. Thank you for the comments.
Yes, perfect. Thank you, guys. I love it. And please do ask questions, all those good, yummy things. But let's move on and talk about the body, our action. And the body is twofold. So the first part we're going to talk about, all right, Jamie, I'll see you in a bit. First part we're going to talk about is the internal aspect of our body. So now our body is our action. It is associated with like the material, the physical plane, the earth. It's pentacles. When we talk about the suits of tarot, it's our movement, our growth, our blooming. And with all of that, it really does come in twofold. I call it kind of the internal and the external. The internal is what are we putting in our body? That's most important. Like a super quick balanced body hack is to start every day with a full glass of water. Just drinking that full glass of water like cleanses you out. It's like a nice purification to get everything nice and clean throughout your body. You want to amp it up a notch, add a shot of apple cider vinegar, maybe squeeze a little lemon in it, some honey to taste. Take a bit of that, not even a lot, just a little cupful like that big, and boom, it'll clean your internal system. Also, mind what you're eating. I am super, super greedy, and I love all of the foods in all the world. Like, I eat almost anything. Like, I love it, and I'll try anything. But the key with that is to not do things in excess. Anything in excess is not good for you, even vitamins. Like you can get, what is it? Too much vitamin C will give you rickets or something like that. Like you don't want to do anything in excess. So go ahead and have a piece of cheesecake. Don't eat a whole cheesecake. That's the difference in those things right there. So I don't want to promote any particular diet because I am a total omnivore. But I want to encourage you to eat the foods that make your body feel good. That's what you need to pay attention to. How do I feel after I ingested this? So if you feel super jittery after you drink coffee, maybe coffee isn't the thing for you. Maybe caffeine isn't for you. You need something with a little less caffeine maybe, or you need to maybe cut caffeine out of your diet. Maybe if after you eat too much green leafies, maybe you get a little gassy and it upsets your stomach. Okay, so find ways to combat that, to get those nutrients without making yourself upset. You also don't want to eat too much fast food, too much greasy, salty. I know it's delicious. Those quick boom boom things that you can get, they're so super good, yummy. They hit all of the taste buds, have all of the little chemicals in them that get our addictive brains just want more, 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 more. That's the issue with it, that it comes in excess then. And then that's when it becomes harmful to your body. Every once in a while, not a big deal. Absolutely treat yourself. We work hard, we deserve it, we deserve to have treats. Not in excess. So that basically is the way to like balance our bodies internally, is to really just be cognizant of what we're eating. be aware of what we're putting in our body, and then be aware of what we're putting on our body. So we oftentimes don't think about all the chemicals that are in things that are in, like our laundry detergent, that's in our soap, in our shampoo, in our lotion, in things like that. We don't think about the things that are in there. So we don't realize like why our skin is itchy or we're feeling some type of way. It could be some chemical that's just not reacting with your biology properly, and you don't need to have it. Like you need to maybe cut that out, get that off of your body. Also pay attention to the clothing. If you wear something and it's super itchy, makes you irritable on your skin, you can't wear that fabric. Don't wear that fabric. Like we have all of these choices, and once you're paying attention to your body, you have your mind clear and focused, and you can drop into your body and pay attention to your body. You start listening to those cues and those clues, and your body will let you know what it needs to thrive. The second component of balancing your body is what I call the external, which is really just movement. Just move, 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 move. Everyone always says like exercise, exercise. I don't like to call it exercise. I like to call it movement, because some of us don't like to go in the gym. Like I'm one of those. I did it back in the day. I'm just at a place in my life where I'd rather just work out at home or go for a walk. I love yoga. I love practicing yoga. I love stretching and I love dancing. I'm not very good at it, but I don't care. I still do it. And I love a good walk. Like I will walk for hours and hours and hours. So find the movement that, as long as you're moving your body. Like I even find, like, make it so where I'm sweating when I clean up. Like, don't think of things like doing household chores as actually a chore. Think of it as, yeah, I get to one, clean my environment. So I have my environment nice and clean and clear and fresh. I also get to put on some music that I love and rock out and jam while I'm cleaning and moving and stretching and getting a little physical workout, getting a little bit of exercise, that movement in your body. Our body needs movement. Our muscles need movement. That also drives our action. Like we feel good after we're moving. When we're moving and we get our heart rate going up, we've got those endorphins going, that good serotonin just pumping all through our brain, our heads, and the blood flowing through our body, we feel good. And when we feel good, we want to do more things that make us feel good. So like that connects to that very next aspect of humanity. Like see how they just all naturally bridge together. As we balance one aspect, it's easier then for us to balance the next aspect. So having a balanced mind, control over the mind, we can then apply that to disciplining ourselves to doing something. So again, at the end of each day, just like if you're asking yourself, what did I do to nurture my mind today? What did I do to nurture my body today? And if you feel like you haven't done enough movement, something as simple as stretch up, just stretch your body, just stretch it out. Do some forward folds, stretch, move, like just bring movement into your body just to get things flowing and moving and going. It gives you more energy. That more type of movement that you're doing, that just gives you more energy to do better things, to want to make better moves, more moves, moves that are more focused on your task. And pardon me for a minute, my brother-in-laws are talking about sports. Give them just a sec. I think they're done. Okay. So in case you didn't hear that, yeah. And they're so loud all the time, but it's quite all right. But yeah, just bringing that little bit of movement into your body enables you to then focus further actions. When you do that movement and you're feeling good in your body, you then want to, okay, now let me be creative. Let me go fix this. Let me go do this. Let me go work this out and work that out. Like it just all bridges together so beautifully. Now that connection that we have with our body, that part, that's that sacred alchemy part, that part that we have that connection with, that connection to the earth exists like in our bones. The minerals in our bones, the things in our bones are the same minerals and elements that exist in the earth. We walk on the earth. We are of the earth. We came from the earth. We are a piece of the earth. This is our cosmic home. We are super connected to the earth. And with that, those material things and that abundance that comes through us through the things that we do. because abundance doesn't just come to you. Prosperity doesn't just come to you. It's not enough to intend it, to want it, to have your mind right. You then have to follow that mindset up with action. You got to then do something. You have to then do something. And there's a football game going on, and the high school is not far. And I do believe the home team just scored because I heard a cannon. So, yay, go Burlington City, Blue Devils. Woo-woo. So I love that. So now how that
I love it.
helps us. Yeah, I love it too. Like, just this is just things in the universe that we just love and we tap into and just go with the flow of everything. I love it too. So now from the earth, we have that abundance. Like, think about that. When we first started to explore across this beautiful globe of ours, we didn't have money and cell phones and grocery stores and things like that. And we had everything that we needed, we got from the earth. And there are still human beings that live off the earth just like that today. You don't need anything but the things that the earth has provided for you. That's the same thing with ourselves. You need nothing but yourself to will yourself to do the things that you need to do to be prosperous in life. That abundance is right there within you. All of those materials, all of that energy, all of that good stuff is right there inside of you. And it's very easy to tap into it and use that to be able to change your circumstances. Now, of course, some things are easier to change than others, but it all starts with that first step, with disciplining yourself to make that first action step. And once you make that first action step, then the next step, then the next step, then things come easier. And you're like, wow, look at all of this beautiful abundance that we have. We love it. So we're eating good foods. We're bringing movement to the body. We are understanding and tapping into the earth every day. Grounding is super important in balancing the body as well. Just ground your energy down, down, down into the earth, connecting with the earth. That also brings that, it bridges that connection that we have to the abundance of the earth. It reminds us that we are as abundant as the earth is. As the earth gives us abundance, we give abundance back to the earth. So make sure we are respecting our cosmic home. I know I don't need to say that to this group. I'm quite sure we are all very earth conscious beings that are going to be watching these presentations. But yes, take a moment to give thanks to the earth, because giving thanks to the earth is giving thanks to yourself. And having gratitude for the things that you do. Like, I am so grateful that I took that walk today. I'm grateful for my legs being able to move, for my arms being able to move, for my feet being able to hold me up, for my neck being able to move. And going with that, our next step is another meditation we're about to do. This is going to be a simple body scan meditation. Like I said, we do these meditations, they don't have to be super long. They really don't. And checking in with your body does not have to be super long. This is another one I like to do almost on a daily, just to check in and see what's going on in my body. So again, we're going to take the same posture as from the first meditation. Get yourself nice and comfortable.
Quickly, Natasha, just so you know,
Yeah.
You are breaking up a little bit. So
Okay.
just keep that in mind. Maybe go slow and
Yeah.
yeah, maybe slow down just a touch.
Okay. Does that sound better?
Beautiful.
Okay. All right. Perfect. Okay. So let's get nice and comfortable. And you can go ahead and close your eyes or allow them to be low, whichever you prefer. And we're going to start again with 3 nice deep breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth. And one more nice and deep in through the nose and out through the mouth. to be natural. And just spend a few moments, a few breaths, just focusing on that pinpoint that we found earlier, where you feel the breath the most. Just focus your breath there for just a few breaths. Allow your thoughts to drift away like clouds. Let your muscles relax and your bones be heavy. And just stay with the breath for a few more cycles. Now I want you to bring your awareness, bring your attention to your scalp, the top of your head. Just breathe into your scalp. Notice if there's any sensations, any itching, any tingling. Breathe into those areas and just allow it to relax. And you're just going to bring your awareness down through your face, noticing any sensations in your ears. Breathing into those areas and just allowing them to relax. If there's any tightness, just breathe into it and let it melt away. And just breathe into your neck and shoulders. Giving thanks to your neck for supporting your head. Allowing any tension in your shoulders to just release and melt away. And then bring your attention down your arms, all the way down to the tips of your fingers. Allowing your muscles to relax. Noticing any coolness, any heat. Allow any tension to just melt away. And bring your attention towards your chest, your upper back. Breathe into those areas, giving thanks to your ribs for housing those important organs. Allow any tension to just melt away and relax. And breathe into your abdomen and your lower back. Take notice of any tingling, any itching. Just breathe into those areas, letting everything relax. Breathe into your hips and buttocks, your genitals. Just allowing that root, that base of your body to just relax. And breathe down your thighs. Allowing your awareness to go down your shins, your ankles, all the way out to the tips of your toes. Just breathe into your legs and allow those muscles to relax and be still. And then we're going to bring our awareness back the other way. And we're going to sweep our awareness from the bottom of our toes all the way up to the top of the head. Just being in gratitude for our body. Thank you, body. Thank you for enabling me to move, be able to act. to be able to accomplish my goals, my dreams. And sweep your awareness back down your body, just breathing into any area that needs just a little extra softening. And we're going to take a nice deep inhale through the nose and out through the mouth. And just anchor that breath deep into the body, allowing that breath to just settle all the way down into your toes. One more deep breath, breathing up into your head. And as you exhale, just allow that breath to settle all the way down to your toes. And one more deep inhale. And allow that to just settle down all the way into your toes. And let's bring big movement into the body. Just allow your neck and your head to move and swirl. Wiggle your toes, allow your legs to stretch out. I'm going to stretch my legs a little bit. Yes. Ah, that feels so good. Just bring that good movement all throughout your body, waking everything up.
I just have to show you where Bagheera ended up snuggled up, like sat.
Oh, I love it.
She came over for your meditation and just sat right on me.
Yeah.
She's not spoiled at all, right?
I love it.
Oh my gosh.
Absolutely love it.
So funny.
So, okay, please let me know how that was for you. Was that nice and relaxing for the body? Thank you. Yes.
So lovely. Lovely, lovely. Let me see if there's any comments yet. Keeping in mind we're just a couple of seconds, before they actually see it.
Mm-hmm.
Lots of love.
Yes, I love the words. Yeah.
That felt great.
That's so much. Yes, yes. So see, it's super simple to just tap into the body, drop into your body, and say what's up. See what's going on. And then into the body really does help balance it out, and it'll let you know exactly, what do I need? What do I need? What do I need? What does my body need? And you can go from there.
Are you seeing the comments,
Yes.
darling?
Let me take a sip of water.
Yeah, take a sip of water and take a glance through. Joyce says, wonderful, thank you. Alana says, nice job, Natasha.
Okay, and
very
Jamie,
peaceful.
I think you're
Melissa says, beautiful. Lulu says, that was amazing, so relaxing.
Yes,
I agree.
Thank you
so
very
does
much.
Bagheera.
Yes, thank you, Bagheera.
All right, onward and upward.
So, yeah. Yes, yes. So please do make sure you spend time relaxing the body as well. As important as it is to bring movement to the body every day, it's also super important to relax the body, to bring everything down, to relax your muscles, to let your bones be heavy, and to sink down into the earth, just to relax and be calm and be at peace with your inner self. This then, it sounds like it's counterproductive to you being more active, but it really, really is. Like, it really does help you to be more active when you allow yourself to rest. Like, those types of little relaxing body meditations are like quick hacks for, like, if you need a little nap, a sleep, something like that. Into every part of your body, but as you're breathing into it, just pay attention to that muscle and scrunch it up, and then just really let it relax. Scrunch it all up. Just scrunch it, and then really let it relax. And that tension, that stress, that's a killer. We gotta let go of that. Like, there is no space for that in our lives, in our utopia, in our heaven on earth. We can't have no part to that. So just relieve all of that stress and tension and all of those things. So once we have that control over our mind, so now we're acting properly and we've got that control over the body, our soul, our emotional self automatically lifts and thrives. It automatically brings our vibration up. Just from those 2 meditations that we did there, our vibrations have already been elevated. Just from doing something, and it was just only been a few minutes. Both of those meditations were only a few minutes long. That was designed purposefully, just to let you know there's simple things, simple hacks that we can do to tap into these aspects and bring balance to them. Yes.
Quick question for you. In the first meditation, Robert asked Robert asked, should you see anything or just darkness? So that's a good question as far as meditation.
Okay, I think I lost. Okay, wait.
Okay,
can you please say that again? You were breaking up again. Yeah.
Of course. So, so Robert asked during the first meditation, and we didn't get to it. I just wanted to make sure we get to it. It is what, should you see anything, or is there just darkness? Or tell us a little bit more about what the expectation is there when it comes to meditation.
So in that first meditation that we did, it was really just a present moment meditation. So our focus was just on that little pinprick of light that was that source where we feel our breath the most. That's really all we're paying attention to, because in that first meditation, we don't want to be thinking about anything. The point is to just not be thinking for a second. So we're just bringing our awareness to that one little, that point in our body that we feel the breath the most. And you can see that. I like to see it as a little pinprick of light. So then I do have something for my mind to focus on instead of thinking about all other things. Because the point of that first meditation is to really to stop thinking for a minute. Like sometimes we've got to stop thinking for a sec. So if we just focus our attention just on that breath, and like, I know some people like to like see the breath, so to speak. They like to just see their breath. Like whatever resonates with you most. You're not supposed to be really envisioning anything in that first one. You're just seeing that pinprick of light and focusing on that present moment. Now with the second one, the body scan, when I do the body scans, I oftentimes I envision that body part from the inside. Like that's kind of what I see when I do body scans. It's like my third eye is turned inside out and I'm looking at my body from the inside, like just seeing it from the inside out. That's just what I personally see when I do the body scan meditations. That's another one. You don't necessarily have to see something. It's more of a bringing the awareness to those parts of your body. So you can see your body however you'd like in there, or you can allow it to just be darkness. It really is up to you, but you're not meant to have to visualize anything.
You know, caveat to that, in my experience, and correct me if I'm wrong, because maybe I'm doing it wrong. But for me, I have a tendency to visualize like the sound waves, or just the like in and out of the blood flow, but it's kind of a practiced thing for me, because that helps me quiet that monkey chatter in my mind.
Yep.
So I just wanted to say, you don't have to visualize anything, but if you do, it's okay. There's no wrong way to meditate. There's no wrong way to do it.
Yes, that is absolutely correct. And seeing like that's, some people like to see their breath, so to speak, which that's kind of what you were saying. You see the sound waves. It's just whatever gets your focus off of thinking about craziness and just focusing on your breath, your body, the present moment. So see that however it resonates best with you. So yeah, I love that you brought that up. That's perfect.
Okay, so I'm just reading comments really quick. Robert said, thank you. That's very helpful. And then love that thought inside out. Joy said that.
Oh, yay. Good. Yes,
and then,
yes.
oh yeah,
So please,
Cheryl says that she listens to ocean waves every night as she falls asleep. So it's really easy when meditating to kind of go there in that place.
And the ocean waves are perfect. Yeah, ocean waves are perfect because it's just like the ebb and flow of our breath. It has that same rhythm. Like it gives you that rhythm, like just tapping into that rhythm. I love ocean waves. I could sit and I could be, oh, I'm such a beach girl being in Jersey. I love being at the ocean, just sitting there listening to the waves. I could do it for hours, hours, hours. I love it. It's
awesome.
great.
Thank you very much.
Okay,
And,
yay. Thank you all, everybody. Yeah.
We'll get back to more that you have to present. So thank you.
Yes. We're on aspect number 3. Boom, boom, boom. The third aspect of humanity is our soul. And remember when I said we're talking about the soul, I'm talking about our emotional selves. This is our emotions. So now people oftentimes ask, where do your emotions come from? I like to think of it like with a combination of my spiritual background and my background in psychology. To me, it's a combination of the heart and mind. It's these two together that give us our emotions. So our soul is, of course, it's our emotional self. It's our emotional well-being, our feelings, our love, our ability to have affection, connection. It's associated with the elements of water and the suit of cups in the tarot. So now, water, the association, no brainer. We are 70% water. The earth is 70% water. I'm loving all the love. Thank you all so much. So it's like a no brainer that gives us our love connection, that emotional connectivity through our heart space and through our minds, because it is our beliefs that facilitate that love as well. Like we believe something is a certain way, and that's how we feel about it. We feel based on our beliefs. So that's why it's that connection of the heart mind is where we get our emotions from. So when we balance, we've got the mind balanced, we've got the body balanced, that vibration lifts. That heart space vibration lifts up for us. Our emotions, they flow and they change just as easily as the water does. That saying, it's a thin line between love and hate, is so true. Like, and I want to give a easy quick example of that, of like pop music. There's a song, you hear it, you love it. Pop song, it's on the radio 5 times an hour, now you hate it. That so quickly goes from a song that you were loving and jamming to, but they played it out, so now you're like, oh my gosh, I hate this song, I don't want to ever hear it again. Like that's how fluid our emotions are. Like our emotions really are just fluid like that.
That's so true.
Yeah, it's so true. And it's not a bad thing. Like it's not a bad thing at all. That makes us human. That spectrum and that array of emotions feeds to our human self. But we also have to keep our emotions in balance. We have to keep those in check. We have to feed them. So when it comes to balancing our soul, it's balancing our emotional self. So just like we need to feed and nurture our mind, our body. Feeding and nurturing our emotional self is doing things, what I call are just for pure joy. Like just do something for shits and giggles, so to speak. Just something that's fun, that's uplifting, that just makes you happy. Now, of course, as with everything, you don't want to do that in excess. You can't spend your life just playing as much as all of us want to. Well, you know what? Actually, I take that back. We can actually spend our life playing because there is purposeful play, things that bring you joy that you do and translate into your career. That's something that brings you joy. So yeah, we essentially can play all day as long as it's purposeful, as long as we're playing with a meaning, because we should have joy out of everything in our life. Life should not be suffering. We hear this all the time that we're meant to suffer. We're meant to suffer. No, we're not. I promise you, we are not meant to suffer. We are meant to thrive. We are meant to excel. We are meant to expand. We are meant to learn. We are meant to grow. We are meant to go through ups and downs, but those ups and downs teach us lessons that help us grow. So not everything can be a joyous, fantastic roller coaster 24/7, but we can pay attention to how we're feeding our emotional selves and make it so that it is a majority of playtime for us, that the things that we do we can bring joy to them. Even those mundane tasks, we can bring joy to it. Like what I was talking about earlier with doing house chores, make them fun. Put some music on and rock out to your favorite music while you're cleaning. As you're cleaning, envision all of the dirt and dense energy and stankiness that you just don't need in your life anymore, just being cleaned away. Wash away, wash away, wash away, clean all that no longer serves me. Like that's what I like to think about when I'm cleaning and washing things. And that also uplifts your soul. It uplifts your emotional self. So we are the walking embodiment of that element of water because we exist 70% in it. And without it, without water, we could not exist. Without our emotions, we could not exist. Like if we did not have emotions, we would not be human beings. We would be robots. Like, yes, I love that. We wouldn't be human. Like our emotions are super, super important. They allow us to love, they allow us to share, they allow us to connect, they allow us to grow, they allow us to learn lessons. Like we learn through things. And I don't like to think of any emotion as negative or positive. They just are. Like emotions just are. And you just go through them and you just exist with them and you just learn the lessons through them. So yes, I'm loving all the hearts. That's letting me know that you guys are feeling me and following me along. So yes, super easy to balance your emotional self. Just play, just do something that's fun. Like I love horror movies. I am a horror movie buff. I like reading horror books. Watching a horror movie is a way in which I balance my emotional self. That brings me joy. Watching a good old fashioned slasher film, I love it. I'm that weirdo that roots for the killer usually, like because the people are usually doing something stupid. That's what's making the movie. So yeah, get that one, get them. Go ahead and do it. That just, I know that's like super weird, but whatever. That's what I love. So like what brings me joy doesn't have to bring someone else joy. Like don't let someone tell you, oh, that's boring, you're boring. No, if you like it, if it brings you joy to do it. Spend that time. And again, at the end of every day, did I do something to balance my emotional self? And this, it goes beyond just what we think of as self-care. Like, you know, making sure we get a manicure, a pedicure, our nails done, take a nice bath, get a good nap in. It goes like feeding your emotional self goes beyond that. It's things like looking in the mirror and telling yourself, I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you. That right there is feeding our emotional self. Spending time with friends and people that you love, that you want to be near, that just make you happy. That is feeding your emotional self. If you're around good company, around people that make you laugh and you guys are laughing and giggling, laughter, oh, is the best medicine. Laughter is the absolute best medicine. And sometimes I will just, yeah, see, loving on your pets. That's excellent, Chris. That's a beautiful, beautiful example. Just, we got a new little kitty, Hades. I love playing with Hades. That's so much fun. Just watching her play with her little octopus. It just brings me joy. That's something that just feeds your emotional self. And when we can feed our emotional selves, we then want other people to feel the way we feel throughout, no matter what emotion that we have. Because when you have a balanced emotional self, when your soul is in balance, even when you're feeling what we consider to be like negative emotions, like any type of pain or heartache or heartbreak or whatever, you appreciate it. You go through the emotion and then feel the feel and then get the lesson from it. And it's always beneficial. So there really is no such thing in my mind as a negative emotion. They just are what they are. So at the end of each day, as you're jotting down what you did to feed your mind, what you did to feed your body, what did you do to feed your soul? What did you do just for the fun of it? And if there is nothing in there, then get up and do something silly. Do something that's fun, or just laugh out loud. I know it may seem weird to just spontaneously start laughing with nothing being funny, but once you start laughing, like start fake laughing, you'll start real laughing, and then you'll start real laughing some more, and then boom, your emotional self is balanced and lifted up. And when you have that, when you can do that for yourself, all you want to do is share it. You just want to share that love and light with people. You just want everyone else to go through emotions the way you know how to go through emotions. And that's just with having that balanced mind, that balanced, focused mind, that active and balanced body, and then that open heart, being open to receive all of the good and the abundance in the world, and being open to receive love from the universe and from others. That exchange is super important. The more love you give, the more you get back. The more you vibrate out that love, the more it's going to come back to you. So, with that being said, let's get going on our next meditation and spread some love and light. This is another one that I like to do that's really, really simple. And we just spread love to the universe. So let me take a little sip while you guys get comfy. Okay, so get in your nice comfy position. And we're going to do 3 deep breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth. And make these breaths nice and deep and slow. I want you to breathe nice and deep into your belly. Let your belly really expand with these breaths, and let them be nice and deliberately slow. And one more nice and deep and slow in through the nose and out through the mouth. Now just allow your breath to be natural. And focus your attention on your breath. Allow your thoughts to drift away like clouds. Let your bones be heavy and let your muscles relax. And just feel your body sink down into your chair or cushion. And we're going to send roots down from the soles of our feet, down deep into the core of Mother Earth, grounding us into the earth. And as those roots sink deep into the earth, we feel ourselves connected to Mother Gaia's infinite abundance and love. Now bring your attention to your heart space. If you so choose, you can go ahead and just place your hand or your fingers, your fingertips just in your center of your chest, in your heart space. I'm going to take a few breaths to just breathe deep into your heart space. And with each breath, see your heart space glow brighter and brighter in a beautiful, brilliant green, color of your heart chakra. Each in-breath allows this chakra to just expand and grow. And just let that beautiful emerald green just expand outside of the body. And the beautiful green orb, flecks of pink and white. And in that energy, feel the love that you have for yourself, for the earth, and for all beings on the earth. Each in-breath, allow that orb to expand. And with each out-breath, we're just sending love out throughout the universe. See your heart space glow expand throughout your home, your block, your town, your city. Breathe it nice and big so it encompasses your state, your country. And breathe that beautiful, brilliant green light all throughout the world so that it just encompasses Mother Earth. So we are all sitting in a collective glow of our heart space, our infinite love for ourselves and each other. Connecting the energy of our hearts to all beings on the earth and all beings throughout the cosmos. And just allow your heart space energy to continue to expand into the universe. Just let it drift out, sending that frequency, your love frequency, out throughout all time and space. Knowing with that beacon sent out, that love is going to come back to you tenfold. And just allow that energy to exist out there. And say with me now, either out loud or in your mind, I love myself. I love all beings. I love the earth. I love the universe. I love myself. I love all beings. I love the earth. I love the universe. I love myself. I love all beings. I love the earth. I love the universe. And let's take a nice deep cleansing breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. So reminding ourselves of that beautiful anchor we have, those roots we have down into Mother Earth. We're going to leave that connection there, leave those roots into the earth, just as we're leaving our vibration of love out into the universe. That is our connection above and below, within and without, because we are all one. And with that basic understanding that we are all one, we tap into the infinite love that exists for each and every one of us. And so it is. And take one more nice, deep, slow, cleansing breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. And you can go ahead and wiggle your fingers and toes, bringing movement to the body. And there it is, lovely. I love that heart expansion meditation, just bringing that love out to all beings on all planes and all dimensions, all throughout the universe. We just sent out basically a little beacon of love that's just going to float on throughout the universe, and just those like vibrations are going to just come attracting right back to us. That love is that first pinpoint of our true prosperity and abundance, because without love, we truly have nothing. So yay, please do let me know how that was for you. I'm going to take another sip of water. Yay. I love all the beautiful hearts and everything. Oh, that one felt good too. I love expanding love to beings. And when you have that understanding that we are all one, and that understanding that our heart spaces connect, those energies connect, those vibrations connect, you can then better interact with other human beings. Because sometimes human beings just aren't on that vibe and they can just be stank and try to bring our vibration down. But when you have that understanding that we are all one, you're going through something, and despite you having a stank time and an attitude, I still love you. All right, I still love you because we are all one. So yes, thank you so very much for all the hearts. I love it. I love it. Because yeah, when someone is like throwing you shade, giving you attitude, remember that's not you. That's them. Like they're going through something. Their emotional state is not balanced.
Yeah.
That's why they're projecting their stuff onto you. So instead of bouncing that back at them, bounce a little love to them, a little understanding to them. That's not saying you can condone or forgive. Yes, thank you, Jamie. I love that. Yeah, no, it's not to say to like to condone their behavior or whatever. It's just we forgive for our own heart space and we bounce a little love to them. They're gonna stop. Trust. I have done it so many times when someone has been kicking some attitude at me and I just gave them back some sweet love and kindness. Their attitude changed with the quickness. Like it's a total 360. You can watch it happen. Like they totally soften and their entire attitude changes when you just throw a little love at them. Because they're not expecting that. They're expecting you to spew the venom back at them. But no, when you've got your balanced soul, your emotional state is balanced, you don't even want to do that. You don't want to stoop to that level. You don't want to live in that vibration. So you spew a little love and boom, it'll come back to you. And doing things like that is another way in which to balance your emotional self. So make sure you do something to play every single day. Bring joy and peace and love into your existence. It really is a super strong part of living your most abundant and most prosperous life, of living your heaven on earth. And that is a huge part. It's like secret alchemy. You can see it. You can see that alchemical change in people when they're giving you attitude and you throw them love. You see the change, and you can see how so many other aspects change as well. So, with that, yay, I'm loving all of the hearts. So now let's get to the final aspect, our aspect number 4, our final little pillar, if you want to think of them as pillars or sides to a square, however you want to think of them, our final little foundational piece for being able to really tap into and utilize your own sacred alchemy for the best possible utopia, heaven on earth, life of prosperity and abundance, is our spiritual selves. Like I said earlier, our spiritual selves have been here before. Our spiritual selves knows the path, knows the way, knows how to get there, knows what we need to do. What happens is we let our ego take over, and then the ego is so loud that we can't hear our higher selves. Our higher selves is like, no, wait, because the ego is rah, 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 rah. So now you've got to tell the ego to sit it down. The ego's got to sit down and shut it up so the higher self can take the reins and really allow us to steer the ship and go on our proper way to our path. So now our spiritual selves, that's all about our passions, our desires. Our higher self knows what gets us going. All right, what fires us up. It's associated with that element of fire. It's our divine connection. It's associated with the suit of wands in tarot. So that our spiritual self is our flame, our ignition to our purposeful life. That's how we get the spark going. Everything flying is through our spiritual self, that part of us. Because remember, we are all spiritual beings having a human experience. That spiritual aspect of us is our fire and desire. It's our passions, our creativity, our ability to create, to manifest. Like all of that comes from our spiritual selves, our magical selves. All of that comes from our higher selves, our spiritual selves. So now the fire within us, it exists from electrical currents. We have electrical currents that emit from the brain and from the heart. So we've now got our mind balance, we've got our body balance, we've got our emotional self balance. And with all of that balance, the spiritual self can then be open to receive. Our spiritual self can be open to, I'm sorry, someone was trying to call me. Our spiritual self can then be open to receive all the abundance that actually exists there once we have those first three in alignment. And then our passions, our desires like click on. That's what we want to do. We realize the things that we're doing to bring balance to our mind, body, soul. Mind, body, and soul is feeding our spirit and are the things that we're supposed to do for a purposeful and meaningful life. Yay, yay. So our higher selves have all of this information and they have that light. They can light the path for us. We just have to give them permission to do so. We just have to tap into our higher selves and give our higher selves permission to take the reins, to go for it, and to lead the way. So ways to balance our spiritual self is, first of all, connecting to source. Whether you want to call that source, God, the universe, Buddha, Allah, Jesus, whatever higher power, however you see the higher source, the higher power, tapping into that divinity, that divine energy, divine feminine, divine masculine, all of that divine cosmic energy. That is our connection because we are that same energy. Remember, we're made up of all of the stuff that's been made up in the universe. We are all of that. Our bones are it's the earth. We have got water in our blood. We've got air in our lungs. And we've got these electrical currents going on, these vibrations through our brains and our hearts. That's that fire within us. All of those elements together, making the uniqueness of our spiritual selves, they all combine to create that ether, which is the essence of us. That's the essence of our spiritual self mixed with our human self. That's that uniqueness. And when we're able to tap into that uniqueness, there is absolutely nothing we cannot accomplish. There's nothing you can't do. So connecting to source, connecting to your ancestors, tapping into your spiritual self, learning from ascended masters, learning from spiritual leaders, studying whatever sacred text you resonate with, be that like the Bible, the Torah, the Quran, the Bhagavad Gita, whatever spiritual sacred texts you want to, the Tao Te Ching, just whatever feeds your spiritual self, tap into it. There is no wrong spiritual study. Like, and I encourage everyone to tap into and read and study and learn about several different spiritual paths. I promise you, there will be little golden nuggets in each little thing if you allow yourself to open up to receive all of the knowledge that exists there from all of these different sources. Like, we've been spiritual way before we've been like masters of industry and things like that. We are spiritual beings. Like, that is the core essence of who we are. And tapping into our spiritual self, having balance over our spiritual self, is how we manifest. That's how we're able to create and manifest, grow and thrive, is through tapping into that spiritual self and feeding our spiritual self. So at the end of the day, again, what did I do to balance my mind? What did I do to balance my body? What did I do for pure joy today to bring balance to my soul? What did I do to balance my spiritual self? And if you find that you've done nothing thus far that day, do something really quick. It doesn't have to be long, drawn out. You don't need to study for hours and hours and hours on end. You can do something as simple as, like, okay, if you're, this sacred text you like is, excuse me. Oh, pardon me, one moment. Like, if you follow Lao Tzu, you can pick one of his very many poems or sayings and read that to you. Watch, there's a bunch of videos on YouTube that you can watch, just a little philosophy video really quick. And in doing so, you're not just feeding your spiritual self, you're feeding your mind as well. So now what is going to start to happen as you're aware of what did I do each day to balance my mind, body, soul, and spirit? Pay attention to that for 7 days straight. And at the end of those 7 days, you're going to notice that the things that you do in life, you're going to purposefully do things that with intent feed your mind, body, soul, and spirit, so that everything that you do throughout your day has something to do with feeding one of those aspects, something to do with keeping those aspects aligned and in balance. It starts to come supernaturally to you. And then as you're doing it, as you're more imbalanced and you're walking that path and you're in that balanced mindset, you just want to do it more and you want to do it more and you want to do it more until it comes to the point where you don't even have to write down what did I do today, because you know you did a bunch of things. And your activities are going to start to meld them all together. Like one of my absolute favorite things to do is to take a walk in nature, a forest bath, a walk by the river, a walk in a meadow, like just walk somewhere outside in nature. That feeds all four aspects of your humanity. You're walking, so you're moving, so your body is being fed. You're out in nature, so your spiritual self is being fed. It brings me joy to be out there listening to the birds and the wind through the leaves and everything, all of that, hearing the water. I love that. That's feeding my emotional self. And when you zone out and really do a true nature walk and you just pay attention to the nature around you, that's feeding your mental state. It's relieving stress, relieving tension, and that is like my go-to to balance all four aspects really quick. And I am very good for taking a 2-hour walk. I can absolutely do that, no problem. And it's no skin off my teeth. Like I live near the Delaware River. Delaware River is only like a half a mile away from my house, and I go there very frequently. So pick a spot close to your home and take that time to take that a nice leisurely walk. Just allow yourself to be at peace, to just observe what's around you, and just allow your aura and your energy to uplift and enlighten. Like that is a super easy hack to boom, balance all four of them. You can even do it with a pet. Take your dog with you. Take your dog on a walk with you. That is a beautiful way to just, and like, no headphones. Don't listen to anything in your earbuds. Like, you don't need to listen to anything. Just listen to the universe. Listen to the environment. Listen to things around you. Pay attention. And with each step you take, feel your energy ground into Mother Earth. Feel the coolness of the wind. Allow the breeze to just blow away anything that doesn't serve purpose. Breathe it in deeply. Get that deep cleanse inside your body. And really allow yourself to exist in the present moment and allow yourself to be that spiritual being having a human experience. Because this human experience does not have to be an experience of sufferance and pain. Like that is a falsehood that we've been, like it's been embedded into our minds that we're supposed to suffer. Like human suffering is supposed, like that's normal. We've normalized it so much, and it's not normal. It's not normal at all. And now all of this stuff combined is basically all we witches do. So people have like this crazy stigma that we do like these, all we do is curse and hex people all day. No, we don't. We do stuff like this. We meditate and we tap into our chakras and balance and bring balance to our internal selves and our external selves and spread love and light and spread healing and comfort and peace to those all around us. And through our magical selves, we are able to tap into our own sacred alchemy and manifest. So now let's do our final meditation of the evening. We are just going to wake up the higher self and just invoke our higher self and ask the higher self to take the reins. This is it's going to be another pretty short one because these meditations don't need to be long. This one's actually going to be the shortest one that we've done because this is how simple it is to get our higher selves to take the reins. Yes, thank you guys so very much for the hearts. I love it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So go ahead and get back in your comfy spot. And we're going to go ahead and take those 3 nice deep breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth. You can close your eyes or let your gaze be low. And make these nice, deep, slow breaths. Excellent. Now allow your breath to be natural. And we're just going to spend a few cycles of breath, just focusing on your breath. Focus on that little pinpoint of light where you feel the breath the most in your body, be it your nostrils, the back of your throat, your chest, your abdomen. Just focus on your breath while you allow your thoughts to drift away. Let your bones be heavy and allow your muscles to relax. And just now see, envision, feel a beam of white light descending from Source, our great central sun, source of all, divine cosmic energy. Just feel that beam of white light just descending down through your crown chakra, allowing it to spin and twirl at its maximum vibration, that beautiful violet white color. See that beam of white light come down through your third eye, that beautiful blue indigo. And allow that white light to keep just descending down to your throat chakra, pouring in beautiful source energy into these chakras, bringing them to their maximum balance, their maximum frequency, their maximum vibration. And breathe that white light down your chest into your emerald green heart chakra. And breathe that white light just down your arms and all the way out your fingertips. And keep seeing that white light just descend down, breathing with it as it goes to your solar plexus, that beautiful yellow chakra in your abdomen. And see it go down to your sacral chakra, that bright orange, down to the ruby red root chakra. Feel that cosmic light just come down your legs, all the way down through the soles of your feet, through your earth star chakra, that beautiful black orb 6 inches below your feet, and beam directly down into the core of Mother Earth. And with your next in-breath, you're going to just breathe up that energy from Mother Earth through that same beam of light, allowing your energy, the energy of Source, and the energy of Mother Earth to just mix and combine all throughout your being. With this beautiful flow of energy, of cosmic and divine energy, I'm going to tell your ego to please take a seat. Take a seat, ego. You're not needed right now. Take a seat. And with respect and love, I ask my higher self to please take the reins. Please lead the way. Light up my path and show me my path. And just feel your auric self just raise up. It's like a glow, a halo outlining your body. This is your higher self. This beautiful, like golden white light. You may start to feel tingles in like your legs and your arms. That's just your higher self saying, hey, yup, I'm here. I'm right here. I'm ready. I'm ready to lead the way. And let's give thanks to Source energy. See that beam of light rescind back into Source and then rescind back into our heart space. Give thanks to the earth. To that beam of energy from the earth, rescind into the earth and then rescind back into us, into our heart space. So we still have that combination of energy, our higher self mixing energy with the earth and Source. And just allow that energy to just be right on top of you, like this beautiful glowy film. And take a nice deep anchoring breath, anchoring that higher self in place, taking the reins, leading the way. In through the nose, out through the mouth, nice and deep. And we're going to do 2 more. And this is our last one, nice and deep and slow. And so it shall be. And go ahead and wiggle your fingers and toes and open your eyes. Yes, 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 yes. Lovely. So now I like to do that one at night and first thing in the morning. So I like my higher self to take over at night so I can get those downloads throughout my dreams and pay attention to them. And I also like my higher self to take over during the day to lead me, to give me those hints. Your higher self can also be like, think of it as like your intuition, your own internal guide. It gives you those hints, those clues. For me, it's like a or maybe. For some of you, yes, 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 I love the hearts. For some of you, it might be like a pain in your stomach when you know, like an uncomfort in your stomach, like the rumble bellies, and you know, don't do that. Or excited belly when you know, ooh, yeah, I should do this. Like that's all your higher self guiding you every step of the way for what you need to do. So yes, yes, yes. Tap into your higher self frequently. Like we've got to just tap in, ask it to take over, and it absolutely will. So please, I'm loving the heart. So that's letting me know we're all feeling that. That is beautiful and fantastic. I love it. I love it. So now we are going to, and let's see, yes, we definitely do have time. It's 9:30, so yay. We definitely have time to get everything in. That makes me so, so happy. So now, any questions, please do post them up. Let me know if you have any questions. I'm loving all the hearts and the love. I appreciate that so much. Yay, yay, yay. So now start off by spending as little as 5 minutes on each aspect. That's 5, 10, 15, 20, 20 minutes a day, purposefully bringing balance to your mind, body, soul, and spirit. That little 20 minutes a day is going to take you so far. I promise you. So that is your task, your homework, so to speak, is for you to spend 5 minutes per day on your mind, body, soul, and spirit, doing a purposeful task. It's like something that you are doing on purpose. I'm going to balance my mind today by reading this article for the next 5 minutes or reading this book for the next 5 minutes. I'm going to balance my body today by putting on my favorite dance song and dancing to it for about 5 minutes. I'm going to balance my spirit, my soul self, my emotional self today by playing with my animal, playing with my grandbaby, my kids, like chatting with my friends. I'm going to call one of my friends up. I'm going to balance my spiritual self today by doing a grounding meditation, invoking my higher self, practicing tarot, reading a spiritual text. And once you start to do that and you feel that energy shift as you're going into balance, it just starts to become so natural. You just pick it up so naturally. All right, I love that. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. Yay. So now, Jamie, are there any questions on your side? I don't see any over on here on my side. I just want to make sure we're acknowledging anyone
awesome.
who has. Okay, great. I'm glad you liked it.
Yes, definitely.
Yay, yay.
I don't see any questions, but I do. I would love to kind of open a dialogue with you and me, just the two of us, since we're used to doing this, right?
Yes, we are.
And we have a few minutes to spare, right?
Yeah. We do.
So I absolutely love how all 5 elements are at play here. And
Mm-hmm.
of course, I mean, you already know that feeds right into everything that I have to share. So it's just, oh, I love it.
Mm-hmm.
It makes so much sense. But you guys, I don't know if you realized this, but just in that 2 hours, we did close to 40 minutes of meditation, right? 30 to 40 minutes of meditation. So you don't have to sit for 40 straight minutes to get the benefits of meditation, right? You can just do a few minutes here, a few minutes there throughout your day, just to kind of, squirrely brain whenever I feel like I'm all over the place or starting to panic about something. That's one of the things that helps me kind of center again.
Too. Yep.
Do you have any comments about that?
Yeah, please do put any comments up about that. But I do the same exact thing, because it doesn't have to be a long time. Sometimes it could be something, a minute, just a minute for you to go like in a bathroom or something. If like work is going crazy right now and you just need to get yourself in your car for just a minute and just spend just 60 seconds with your breath. Oh my gosh, it does wonders for it really does wonders for you. You don't have to spend too much time. And then doing that really opens up that channel to your magical self, to that witch in you. We all have a little bit of witch in us, whether we admit it or not, identify with it or not. We have that ability to create magic, to create change, to manifest, and to alchemize our entire existence. We are in control of our destiny. We do it. We're in charge. Yeah.
I was telling, I can't remember who now, but I was telling somebody fairly recently that if you cook, you're a witch.
Yes.
I mean,
period. Yes.
It's
because that's all it
like
is.
We've let it get under our skin or whatever for so long, for centuries, really. And it's time to let it go. It's time to let the negative connotations go.
It really is. And like even we do so much spell work and energy work and actually witchcrafts without even knowing it. Like your kid falls and bumps the knee. What do? You kiss it, make it better. You put your hand on it. That's giving your loving energy into that boo-boo to make it feel better. That's healing magic. That's what you're doing. Right? That's what you're doing. Like you may not think that I'm purposefully but no, you're doing a little healing spell for your baby. Like that's what you're doing. Even in saying, have a great day. Have a great day. You're wishing someone to have a great day. You just put a fantastic spell on them. Like that's all witchcraft is. Like that's all it is. It's just being aware of those things. And like the bridge, the foundation of it is being aware of those 4 aspects and using them to your benefit.
Will you
use your mind, body, soul, and spirit.
Will you talk to us a little bit about the difference between, I mean, good and bad is not the right way to say it, but maybe dark magic or the magic that, tell us a little bit about your feelings on that subject.
Yes. See, now I personally do not practice, nor do I teach curses and hexes. I don't do that. Now I am familiar with them because I can teach you how to get rid of it. So that's like defensive magic, so to speak, is that's like, I guess the darkest, so to speak, I'll go is defensive magic, because when you put that negative energy out there to somebody, it comes back to you, man. Just like when you put the positive out with the heart space expansion that we did earlier today, you put that negativity out there, it's going to come right back to you. So I choose to not do that. So some people can, and I don't like to call anything like dark magic or black magic or something, like I just call them what they are, and they're curses and hexes. And I don't recommend anyone do a curse or a hex. I don't recommend anyone like play, like just don't do it. Just don't do it. Like that's I'm very much don't
put out
that negative energy out there. Yeah, don't put back with exactly, Jamie. I could not have said it better. Thank you very, very much. Just don't do it. Now, being aware of what's out there is important so that you can shield and protect yourself. And like I say, I rather combat hatred with love because it's more powerful. So shielding myself, super important. And the types of spell work that I do is a lot of root work that just has to do with herbs, or like mixing this herb with that crystal, and this intention behind it to really change your energy so that you get a desired result. That's really all witchcraft is just changing your energy, using some like external energy to help facilitate that energy to get a desired outcome. I don't recommend trying to, like, okay, another thing I don't recommend in when it comes to magic are certain types of love spells, like to try to make someone love you. Love is organic. You don't want to do that. Like, there are very powerful spells where you can make someone like obsessed with you. But why would you want that? Why would you want inauthentic love? Why would you want someone that you've like kind of quote unquote made love you? Like, because then what happens, this is what happens, now you've cast that spell and it's super powerful and they're so hard to break. Now you don't want to be bothered with this person anymore because you realize it's not what it was cracked up to be, and now you can't get rid of them. Now you have to do like 50 million other spells and all these cords of attachments to try to get rid of this person. So just steer clear of those. The best type of magic is the type of magic that taps into love spaces, love vibrations, and are for the good of you. So therefore it's for the good of all humanity, because we do want to spread out that web of love and light and that peace and humanity to every people. And spell work is not complicated. As I teach in Sacred Alchemy Academy, which is on Patreon, you go to patreon.com/Sacred Alchemy Academy. And the spell work that we will be learning in our next, it's volume 3 is when we start spell work, because you got to get the foundation first. It's all spells to enhance your life, to protect you, to enhance certain aspects of your life, to help you with self-love. Absolutely, spells to increase love between people. I am all for those types of spells. To, like, if you need to zhuzh up the romance in your relationship, oh yeah, I'm all for all that, as long as it's like mutual stuff. Oh yeah. And opening yourself up to receive love, those are all the best kinds. The best type of magic is that magic that has those pure intentions behind it, which is why the very first volume of Sacred Alchemy is all about bringing balance to yourself so that your intentions are laser focused and pure. That's when you get the best results. That's when you get the absolute best results.
Best results in the purest form and in a balanced way. That
in a
serves
very balanced
the highest
way.
Purpose path the best.
For all, and it serves for all, because when you're doing something good for you, being that we are all one, I do something good for me, I'm doing something good for you. I do something good for you, I'm doing something good for me, because we are all one. Like
we do have one question.
Excellent.
Or kind of a statement, but can you expound on returning negativity with love? So tell us a little bit more about that.
Yes. This, I tell you, it's like magic in front of your eyes. So when you have someone, either a person, place, thing, situation, whatever, that seems to have that negative connotation, someone maybe flips you off in the car because, like, maybe you inadvertently cut somebody off, and so they're honking their horn, they're flipping you off. Just, I'm sorry, like, my bad. That's returning that with love. It's something so simple like that. Like, if you're at a store and the cashier, you say, thanks, have a nice day, and they say something stankety to you. Okay, well, I still hope you have a fantastic day. It's taking that interpersonal relationships when someone is giving you their attitude and not giving them that attitude back, spitting back to them love. That's going to change their attitude. And then taking also situations. Like, I know tragic things happen all the time, and they're always going to happen. So instead of taking that and like sinking into the negativity of it, you take that situation and you learn the lesson and flip it to that, so that it is more of a positive. So like, this negative thing is happening. So instead of me reacting in that same negative vibration, I'm going to react in a positive vibration. It completely just messes up the energy. it like breaks up all of that low energy and lifts it up so that it can't even exist anymore. You're basically just eradicating that energy when it comes to you in this low wavy form, and you're going to kick this nice high wave at it. It's just going to have to, it'll come up and vibe on that higher vibration with you. Like the higher vibrations always went out over the lower vibrations. So when someone, something, someplace, like I know I get aggravated with the government a lot. Like I do. So sometimes I can't even watch what they're doing. It makes me so mad. So I have my little hissy fit, like, oh, they're aggravating me. And then I spend a few minutes sending those people love that I just was like, oh, how dare you? Why did you do that? But okay, I don't understand your life and why you're making the decisions that you make. So I send you love, and I hope that you see how there are better things that you can do to help all of humanity. I hope that your eyes are open to see that you can use your power for betterment. Like that's what I do afterwards. Just send them a little bit of love. And that really, it breaks apart the hate. It really does. Because we do that not for the benefit of the other person. Like we do that for the benefit of us. So we're not absorbing all of that negativity. Because if we absorb it, then we're going to give it out. Then we're going to get more. Then we're going to give it out, and we're going to get more. And it's just going to yo-yo. But if we're just spewing out the positive, that negative, you see after time, the negativity doesn't come back to you so much. Like younger me, 20-year-old me, who was always attitudinal, would always think, why is bad stuff always happening to me? Well, because I'm spewing out bad energy. I'm spewing out negative energy. That's why all this negative energy is coming back to me. I've learned in my older years, I spew out all this positive energy. Look at all this wonderful stuff that keeps happening to me. Like, oh, great. Oh, look at this wonderful thing that just happened to have so happened. Yay, yay, yay. It's just putting out that vibration. So I hope that was clear for you.
Yes, so let us know if there was if you need us to expand on that.
Yeah.
The more you thank life, the more life gives you to be thankful for.
Correct. Yes.
One of those quotes I just absolutely love.
Mm-hmm. I love that too. Gratitude is super key with getting any type of positivity coming back. Just be grateful for, if you want a mansion one day, be grateful for your 1-bedroom apartment, and love your 1-bedroom apartment and love it to death, and be super grateful for it every day. Because if you're not grateful for your 1-bedroom apartment, you ain't never gonna get a mansion. Because why would the universe bless you when you're not content, like you're not grateful for the blessing that you already have? That makes sense. Yeah. And so, and even that's another way in which we're using our own internal magic to manifest things, by just being in gratitude. So, oh my gosh, that 2 hours went by super fast.
I know.
It went by so fast.
Well, tell everybody where they can reach you, I did put the Patreon link in the chat, so everybody has access to that. Tell us where else you can find you.
Also, on Facebook, you can search for my Facebook group, The Witch in You, Awakening Sacred Alchemy. On Instagram, I am at Sacred Alchemy Academy. And I'm also on TikTok at Natasha Monique 13. So you can check me out there. I'm still new with TikTok, learning how that newfangled thing works. But yeah, I will be getting more and more content going on there. So please do follow me on any one of those platforms. I would love, love, love to connect with you. And until the end of October, like the end of October, I will be offering my balance spread readings for only $10. So yes, you can DM me and I will schedule, we'll do it. I like to do them live on Messenger, either through Facebook Messenger or Instagram Messenger. If you would like it recorded, we could totally do a Zoom. I'll do that for you if you'd like it recorded. It'll take maybe about 20-25 minutes, and no question needed. Because what we do with the balance spread is, what do I need to do to bring balance to my life right now? And we have a card for mind, body, soul, spirit, messages from the universe, and boom, there you go. You know what you need to do, what you need to focus on to bring balance to yourself. So please do message me if you want one of those, and we will set up a time. I am super excited for that. Yay, yay, yay. And let me check my notes. Make sure I have Everything,
Got
yes.
everything?
Okay. And yeah, I wanted to
The
make
bon-
sure I said everything.
Did you had a
The
bonus?
accompanying, yeah, I have the accompanying book for Sacred Alchemy is the Sacred Alchemy Academy Volume 1, Discover the Witch in You. That is being offered for 99 cents right now. Yes. So you can go to Amazon and get that right now for 99 cents. I'm going to keep that on there for 99 cents, probably until the end of the month as well. So yeah, so you make sure you want to grab your hands on one of those. And we're probably going to drop down the paper copy as well until the end of October. What do you think? Yeah. We're going to drop down the price. I don't know what I'm going to make it to, but you've inspired me to do that now as an added little bonus. I'm going to drop down the price to the actual paperback because I know some of you some people don't have the digital, don't want to read digital. I personally prefer books. So I'm going to be dropping down the price of the book as well. So you can get that to the end of the month. I might do that for the end of the year. I'm just feeling like real generous to make sure everyone gets a chance to get their hands on it. So yeah, I'll let you guys know what that's going to be, but check that out on Amazon. Yay,
Awesome.
yay.
Super cool. Okay.
Yes,
Thank you so much, Natasha. This was fantastic. I feel far more grounded, far more just balanced. I mean,
wonderful, great and well. And thank you again, Jamie, so much for hosting this retreat, for having me on. I appreciate that so very, very, very much. I loved being here. Thank you, everyone who joined us, to everyone who's going to watch later, who's watching now. Mwah, 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 mwah. I love you all so much.
And
thank you for the hearts, for your feedback. Yes, and stay tuned. What's next, Jamie?
Stay tuned for Mark Mongeau. He's going to tell us everything he knows about prosperity and where he learned it. It's
perfect. And that'll be right here on the group, right? And we're going to be right here on the group, right?
It will be in the group. We're gonna jump off of here, get on Zoom, and come back live through Zoom.
Perfect.
So jump on that feed, and we'll be back. And take the time to go to the restroom, get yourself a drink, maybe a little snack, and we'll meet you back here in about 7 minutes.
Perfection. I love it. And I love you all so much. Peace, love, and light to all of you. And I will see you soon. Bye-bye.
Bye.